That's a mic. That's a mic. Mm. Rest. 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 Rest, rest, rest. I said that words too many times. Already sounds weird. But we need it. We need it. So every single organism. Every single organism on the planet, in the universe, whatever you want to say, it's got work to do. It's got work to do. I mean, single cell needs to split into two cells. Work done. You know, a hive of bees, for example. You have like a worker bee, a honey bee, ants, flying ants, chilling ants, whatever. Don't matter what kind of organism, animal that you are. If you got a life, you got some work to do. I guess as a human, rather than respond to an environment, we create the environment, and so there's not always that need for speciality. But I'm getting my degree anyway, and I imagined you are. So if you're like me, you probably work a little bit too much, a little bit too often, and ultimately I'll tell you now, this takes away from quality. Day-to-day rest, I actually mix in between work. So because I do a lot of my work remote, I choose when my hours are, and some of the work I do is on my own back, so then again I choose when the hours are. And so sometimes actually I don't actually start work until 10, 11, 1, 2 p.m. sometimes, and that's just because I'm a circadian rhythm type bear. So my most productive hours are in the afternoon, and I like to play to that strength where I can. And ultimately this means that like sometimes I can be working 1 p.m. till 9 p.m. Do you know what I mean? But works for me and I get the job done. So I don't know what works for you, but ultimately do what fits your schedule. When it comes to actual rest, then when I'm in them periods of time when I've done the agile sprint, what I'm looking for is days like today. It's like stupid hot outside. I'm actually working, but this is actually also part of the relaxation, confidence building, do you know what I mean? Creative side, as to where I'm not putting so much strain on the cognitive function up here. So yeah, on days like this I might make a video, maybe make a beat impromptu, or maybe I'm hiking Snowdon with Sensei, which the views, by the way, were wonderful. And up on that peak, when we had the dog and we had to like shuffle across down, the ridge was kind of scary. The ridge walk was kind of scary. Looks a little bit eerie, but at the same time, very refreshing. As you can see, all of that fog there, the clouds, the moisture right around us in the atmosphere. Yeah, you know exactly. It was refreshing and moist. Other than that, sometimes I do actually go to the roof of this building at the office, and just see what's going on. It's nice just to watch traffic flow from up above sometimes, and I suppose the contemplation's always a little bit different when you feel that step back. The same as when you're on the peak of a mountain, I suppose, and you see it all from above. It's humbling, I would say, humbling. Helps you recognize your size. Sorry for the rhymes. And just a quick note, you ever see these out and about when you're going up onto like rooftops and stuff? Make sure this side, which has got the thing on it, is never directly in front of your body receiving signals, because it will just fry your insides, turn you into an egg. And when you're in like 30-degree heat, I don't think you need that. I don't think you need it. But it's absolutely so calm up here. Like, even when it's super busy with the traffic down below, still just feel like Hotep, man is at peace. Outside of this, ultimately, what we are looking for is some time where the brain doesn't have to process so many things so heavily, and it is about resting the mind. The last thing I'll say is that the rest feels like rest. Sometimes when you're up till 2, 3, 4, 5 a.m.s because you haven't got nothing to do tomorrow, and you're saying like, oh, I'm enjoying my time off, remember to respect your body. I know in them times it's hard to make a conscious decision when your brain's already so stimulated, and so you want to go with how you feel. But remind yourself, is it putting you forward? And rest in itself is actually work. So work as hard as you can.
Getting super deep. No, I think it's like taking the hobbits to Isengard.